Everybody, welcome to the Albuquerque Convention Center. It's an exciting day. It's a day that's been several years in the making. But today we are breaking ground on the $13 million renovations to the Albuquerque Convention Center, particularly on the west side. We did phase one, as you remember, over the last year, where we revamped the great ballroom upstairs, and I would invite anybody that would like to go and look at the ballroom. It's really a wonderful space. And that was phase one of a $22 million project. This is phase two of a $22 million project. As you can see behind me, there are renderings, and we'll invite everybody to take a look at these. This is going to be a dramatic difference in what the Albuquerque Convention Center looks like, particularly as you look at the building from Civic Plaza. You'll see the renderings behind me that show a brand new vestibule here on the front of the building. You'll see brand new finishes on the interior of the building as well. We will take this renovation from the west side to the east side to match the carpeting and some of the paint schemes and things. So whereas most of the structural construction of this $13 million phase two is right here on the older west side, there will be work done also on the east side of the center. The vestibule will be a new 5,600 square foot enclosed space. There will be a large window that will be opened up from the ballroom upstairs, overlooking Civic Plaza with a deck that people can go out and entertain and see the beautiful New Mexico Albuquerque sunsets as well. We will be doing new flooring finishes, new wall coverings, new LED lighting in the atrium area. There will be a large gas fireplace right behind me and downstairs where we'll have a central gathering place. There'll be a large gas fireplace there. Door replacements, we will be revamping also the meeting rooms downstairs. So as you know, we have a lot of conventions and a lot of meeting spaces. Those will be renovated as well as part of this. We'll actually also have a new corporate meeting room, and I think the rendering for that is right behind me here, that will allow corporate entities to do smaller gatherings in a very specialized space. We certainly have upgrades to room signage and upgrades to the HVAC control systems as well. And then, of course, one of the things that we've actually added to this project, because we've been able to find the funds, of course, there's no tax increase for this project, we've been able to find some funds to really revamp 3rd Street here between Civic Plaza and the Albuquerque Convention Center. And what that will do is it will make it a much more pleasant place to be, where we've got new drop-offs for conventioners and tourists that will be here. And then we want to make sure that we have a really nice front porch also to the convention center. So if you can see, as you'll see in just a few moments from some of the renderings, it's quite a dramatic change. And I think it's really going to look like Albuquerque, it's going to feel like us, and it's going to allow our convention professionals and our tourism professionals to really attract more business. And I know just based on the first phase and on some of the renderings, we're hearing from the convention professionals that people are looking much more closely at Albuquerque, New Mexico to have this. And one of the really cool features, I think, is something that was one of the requests that I had, and the architects and the folks from DMD were able to work this into the project. We're going to have kiosks for local artisans here. When we have people come to Albuquerque for conventions, sometimes they have to get off the airplane and just go to the convention center. They might stay at the hotel, but they're here for a very short period of time, and they just don't get a chance to get to Old Town. We want them to get to Old Town, or they don't have a chance to get out at some of the other great shops. Well, we're going to bring that right to them at the Albuquerque Convention Center. So we're going to create opportunities for Native American artists, for local artists, to have goods that they make here, so that when people come to Albuquerque, New Mexico, there's absolutely no reason for them not to get back on the airplane with something that's been handcrafted here. So we think that'll be good for them as well. Many people to thank for this today. Decker Perry Sabatini did our phase one. They're our architecture firm, great local architecture firm. Kevin Giles is the project manager and the lead architect. Kevin's right with us today here. Bill Sabatini is the principal from Decker Perry Sabatini. He's not with us today, he's traveling, but I know Dale Decker is with us as well. Dale's back there. We want to thank our contractor. This is a great local contracting firm. Bradbury and Stam will be the contractors on this, and great local firm with a great history in Albuquerque. Jim King is their CEO. I don't think Jim's with us today, but I know we have some representation from Bradbury and Stam. Cynthia Schultz, is Cynthia here with us? Jim Lloyd is here with us. And we expect to finish this phase next summer. Phase 2 should finish next summer, and we know that it's going to be a aggressive project. You know, we're going to keep the convention center open during the process of the renovations. So they're going to, the contractors are going to have to work around conventioners. I know that Jose Garcia will be from SMG. Will you know, they're going to have to work around our contractors as well. Nothing like this happens without the Department of Municipal Development. Mike Reardon's with us today. Keith Reed, his project manager, is with us as well. And of course, SMG is our great vendor that runs the convention center. They're here with us. Jose Garcia will be in charge for SMG, as well as we want to thank ACVB, Dale Lockett, and all the folks at the Albuquerque Convention and Visitors Bureau. On top of the great construction that you're going to see, we want you to highlight that as well. We've actually also been able to do some energy efficiencies here. We were able to take some of the 3% set-aside money that we have from the GEO bond cycle, and we've used that to create energy efficiencies in the city of Albuquerque. In fact, in the last 4 years, we've spent 3 times more on energy efficiency projects than during any previous administration, because we know it pays dividends to the taxpayers of Albuquerque. And we have a lot of folks here from B&D Industries, the lighting controls from Lutron, and we estimate that this project will save 1.3 million kilowatt hours in energy, and that's an annual estimated cost savings of almost $100,000 to the taxpayers of Albuquerque. And on that note, I'm going to have P&M come up and say a few words, but before I do that, I want to introduce Robert Enriquez, who's the VP of Sales and Sports and Services for Albuquerque Convention and Visitors Bureau, to talk a little bit about what these renovations mean to them as they try to attract businesses to the city of Albuquerque. ACBB is a great partner. They do a great job attracting business, and we hope that this $13 million renovation will really help them do their job. So let's have Robert say a few words, if we will.
Robert Enriquez. I'd first like to say thank you to the mayor and the administration. You know, he's taken the focus on ensuring that Albuquerque remains competitive in this very competitive convention business by making this investment. And with that, we've had clients as early as last week that I spoke to that were in the process of setting up site visits, that because of the change that we've done, because of the investment that they've seen, we've sent them some renderings. They're coming in to take a look at it. So that in itself, I think, sets us aside and keeps us competitive with other destinations, many throughout the country that we deal with. You know, I think in the hospitality industry, there's one thing that, and we meet on a regular basis, that we're very proud of, and that's also that the mayor's support of the hospitality industry, one of the largest industries in the state of New Mexico. He's right there with us, supporting us, and this investment, I think, just shows what the mayor is willing to do to make sure that that industry thrives. This building is a critical economic generator, and I think to make sure that we keep it competitive and get clients into this building, the investment that the mayor made on this building was necessary. And I'll end by saying, and this was something that my first visit to Albuquerque and coming through the Sunport, I really felt that I was in a different place. It gave you, with the architectural design, a true sense of place. I think with this movement on the building and the new design, the exterior, the interior ballrooms, people will come in and they will, without question, have the true unique feeling of New Mexico. And because of that, I thank you.
Thanks, Robert. Thank you. Sure. Thanks, Robert. If you look behind me, you'll see a sign, and the sign says 1972, and that's when this building was built. So it's been a long time. So, you know, we've done renovations over the years, but this is the first major renovation like this in a long time. So we're really proud that we were able to get this done. And just as a reminder, we were able to do this without a tax increase because we refinanced the debt on the convention center. We had folks in the city of Albuquerque, Lou Hoffman and his group, worked with some of our consultants, and we recognized that we had some of the debt that was put on this building over time was at a very high level. I think, in fact, we had some debt that was over 7%. So by refinancing, what we were able to do is take those same basic payments that we were paying prior to, do this $20 million plus renovation to the convention center, and then have the cost to the community be the same. So really proud of my finance team on this as well. And then earlier, I talked about energy efficiency. Behind me, you'll see some of the, well, you'll see a big check, which is always a good thing, but you'll also see that P&M has a business rebate program for energy efficiency. And P&M is a great leader in this regard. They will actually incentivize us to be more energy efficient. And it really helps us to make those decisions because we can actually be more energy efficient, which is great for the environment. It's a great stewardship issue. But then we can also turn around to the folks that we work for, the taxpayers, and tell them that we're saving you a significant amount of money on your light bill. So that's a win-win for everybody. And here to talk about that just a little bit is Pat Vincent-Colon, who's the chairman and the president and CEO of P&M Resources.
Thank you, Mayor Barry, and thank you so much for including P&M in this exciting event. Congratulations on taking this next step towards transforming the Albuquerque Convention Center and really moving this revitalization of downtown. Because of your vision, Mayor, and your persistence, this important facility is soon going to reflect the true nature of this beautiful southwestern city, and it's going to serve as a beacon for new convention and tourism business. A modern, functional, and convenient convention center is an essential anchor for attracting all those conventions and conferences that put millions of dollars into our state and local economy, and we all know it couldn't happen at a better time. This project is going to have a great economic boost for central New Mexico and Albuquerque, but it's going to also have that ongoing benefit of saving energy. At P&M, we work every day, as the mayor said, to help our customers use energy more wisely. It really is a win-win when customers use our energy efficiency programs. I'm proud to say, and as the mayor said, taxpayers will be pleased to know that the city has incorporated energy efficiency savings into this convention center project. Not only is it the right thing to do, it helps save money and helps the environment. The recently completed redo of the first phase included replacing the old inefficient lighting throughout the facility with high efficient lighting. And as the mayor said, it saves 1 million kilowatt hours, and annually it saves taxpayers about $95,000. And the city was able to qualify by doing this lighting for a rebate. This is just one of the latest projects that the city has partnered with P&M on and gotten energy efficiency rebates. If you look over at the poster there, in total, the city has 18 large retrofit projects and 6 smaller ones. I'm also proud to say that P&M and the city have worked together on innovative solar projects. If any of you have been to the Sunport lately, you'll see the panels there. So far, the city has connected 1,649 kilowatts of solar power. So together, P&M and the city are demonstrating that what's good for business is also good for the environment and taxpayers. Now with this convention center renovation, the city has now received more than $316,000 of energy efficiency rebates. On top of that, the city saved enough energy to power 790 homes, more than $500,000 in energy costs, more than 2 million gallons of water that would have been used for energy production, and reduced carbon emissions by more than 3,100 tons. And that's the equivalent of taking 581 cars off the road. And we have saved the best for last. It is my pleasure, Mayor, to present to you and the city, we'll actually give you a real one that the bank will take, an energy efficiency check in the amount of $56,476 in the infamous 2 cents, because we're very precise.
Thanks for 2 cents.
You're welcome. You know, you're the first person that's ever thanked me for my 2 cents, Mayor. And now you know I love you. Congratulations on this commitment to save energy, to save the environment, and to help the taxpayers of the city of Albuquerque. Thank you.
Well, Pat, thanks for your leadership. We appreciate all that P&M does. This is a good deal. I'm really looking forward to this. I will be able to look out of my office window on the 11th floor of the mayor's office and see a convention center being reformed and renovated, and it's a good thing. It's going to look like us. It's going to feel like us. We had a great local architecture firm do the work. We have a great local construction firm doing the construction. It's a testament to the folks at the city of Albuquerque, Mike Reardon, DMD, his entire team. That put this thing together. It's also a testament to good financing mechanisms and being good stewards of taxpayer dollars. So it's an exciting day, and I just really would invite folks over time to come down to the convention center as this construction's going on. The convention center will be open, and yes, it's great for tourism. Yes, it's great for convention businesses, but it's also great for having weddings. We have all kinds of events here from the standpoint of public events. And we just want to invite the folks that we serve in the city of Albuquerque to come down and check out this great facility. It's going to look a lot different in a few months than it does now. And we look forward next summer, probably late summer sometime. I think, Mike, what's our best guess?
End of summer.
End of summer, which is September-ish?
Yeah, late August.
Late August or September of next year to come over here, and we'll have a ribbon cutting, and we'll celebrate then.
1, 2, 3.